for seasoning, we are gonna use some ping pong balls, a chopstick, Hey guys, I'm Robert, and this is the first video for Mind vs. World. I am here next to the ocean because the ocean has a lot of energy, and what we learn in school that energy never disappears, it just changes its form. Let's attract that energy. Let's give a piece of sugar to it if we have to. Let's catch it by the tail, pull it in, tell it a bedtime story, make it friends, become friends. Grow that energy to a giant dragon, jump on it and ride it, and have fun with it. Doing the same thing as everybody else does might be a little boring. So why not to change it up a little, spice it up. Let's think outside the box. As any journey, it starts with first steps, so join me. Let's do things different, let's have some fun, let's see the world. So I thought about that idea of doing something different, and I was looking for inspiration. I come up with this video. Chef Gordon Ramsay was cooking a lobster. So I thought we're gonna do some cooking today, except we are not gonna be cooking a lobster. We're gonna be using some tools. And on today's menu, we have a healthy looking grinder. In order to cook our grinder, we will need few of items. We'll make a little space here. We'll need to cook on something, so we'll need that. We'll need a pot. We'll have a pot. There's no exactly clear guidelines how you should do that, so we're gonna improvise a little bit. Just work with me on this one, and I'm just gonna show you what we have. We have a lid, obviously. You can see that. A couple of green things. We have some seasoning. I have doorknobs. Candle, tennis balls, we have Orbeez. If you don't know what this thing is, you put it in the water and when it expands it looks similar to eggs, and I have it ready. I don't know if you can see it or not. Here we are. Yep, there we go. Anyways, we're gonna get to this part later. Erasers, some screws, and a chopstick. Oh, very important, a motor oil. So we do have our water heating, and meanwhile we have the doorknobs. You're wondering, well, what's up with these? Well, we are not going to be using potatoes, so we're going to be using doorknobs in this episode. I did a little bit of prep work, and I have done that in the garage, so let's go. Okay guys, so here we are, we're in the garage. It's probably 90 degrees outside, South Carolina sun. Anyways, not a lot of you might know, but actually paper can cut. And we're gonna do a little experiment now. We're gonna make a couple of discs out of just regular paper, and then we're gonna put it to use. We're gonna cut a few things. So I'm just gonna use a regular disc as a template, throw it in, draw it, cut it out, and do some cutting. We have the discs cut out. We're just gonna use a regular stick glue, and we're gonna glue all 3 discs together to make one. And we have a disc glued. Now we can put it to the test. We have a grinder. Go. Let's cut something. Well, since we are cooking a grinder today, we obviously not going to be serving it with potatoes. So instead of potatoes, we're going to have these lovely doorknobs. And however, we know how tough this package sometimes could be open. Could be using a scissors, but we have a grinder, so this is not for us. Okay? Look at these fantastic looking knobs. They're fantastic. Would you just look at it? We're gonna move to our next stage to get them ready. So just remember, you are not cutting potatoes. This is a doorknob. So safety first.
I suggest a new strategy, Antoine.
And we are back from a garage. You can see our water is about to start boiling. So we're gonna move to the next step, and we'll turn it on a little bit just to show you guys that it's live and well. Now this angle grinder was good to me. I don't want it to suffer, so we're gonna do a humane way. Gonna let it go. Here it is. I think that will do it. Now we'll remove the second rubber band too. And we're gonna put the head in first. While we have our angle grinder cooking, we're gonna make aioli sauce, and it's supposed to have a garlic and mustard, olive oil, maybe a salt, a couple of other things. Who needs that? We're gonna make our own aioli sauce, and for seasoning, we are gonna use some ping pong balls. We're gonna use a couple of different colors here. I think that will do. And we're gonna blend it first, and then we're gonna add other ingredients. So let's go. I think that's close enough. Now we're gonna add some Orbeez. They do have egg yolks in aioli sauce. I'm just gonna use our Orbeez. Here we go. I think that looks good. We have garlic. We don't. We have razors. I think that's much better. Okay, we do that. A chopstick. Make sure you don't use too much chopstick. Okay, I'll be fine. Now, very important ingredient, and I think I forgot to show you earlier, nail polish. So, hopefully we can get that out of here. It's coming out slowly. The chopstick almost feels like it had a peppermint on it. Not a big peppermint fan. Our cooking looks pretty good now. Smells like nail polish too. And we're obviously not going to be putting olive oil in it. Motor oil is much better. Let's blend. And our aioli sauce, I think, is done. Looks very pretty. The next step is cooking our doorknobs. Nothing special with that. The tapped water, a little pot, and our doorknobs. Since my little oven is busy over here, I'm just gonna place those in, pour some water. And I'll take it to the kitchen. We're not gonna interrupt the angle grinder cooking. We're gonna cook knobs separate. Seven minutes and 77 seconds precise. I'm turning the heat off. Our doorknobs are done. All I have to do is add some seasoning. We do have a paper clips and screws. And our doorknobs ready. We're gonna pull them out of the water and let it sit here for a minute. I will use the same hot water that we have left from the doorknobs, and I'm gonna melt my candle. I'm using just a simple can from the Peaches. We're gonna throw the candle in, and we're gonna put in the hot water. We're gonna let it melt in there. Now remember, in the garage we cut a tennis ball, and those are gonna be our lemons. And we're getting ready to serve our angle grinder. We're gonna do a little bit of prep work. It's a beautiful day outside today, a little hot. You probably can see the more sun is coming in. And I need to work on my greens here. I have to chop it a little. There we go, we'll do that. Beautiful, lush green color. We are ready to pull out our angle grinder. It's been cooking here for some time. Oh, look at that beautiful color. There is one more thing I have forgot to tell you. We are not going to use corn. We're going to use some chalk instead. There we go. This is actually very handy. Let's get our grinder out. Look at that beautiful color. We need to place it right in the center here. There we go. We have our doorknobs. Sit them in here. Our aioli sauce. Crayon. And very important, we're going to use some motor oil, not a drum butter, a motor oil. So I brought this dish back to the garage since it's kind of natural environment for the angle grinder, And in a certain wicked way, this whole plate looks aesthetically appealing. This is wild. Now, I'm not gonna be brave enough to try anything from my cooking today. However, I'm willing to smell it, maybe some things. I'm gonna start the grinder. First of all, it cooled down to the touch now, so I can touch it. It has industrial shaved metal smell. The wires, or his little legs, if you will, smells like barbed wire a little bit. Our aioli sauce has motor oil and a nail polish smell. Tennis ball lemons, smells like a fresh candle. Doorknob potatoes, smells like nothing, no smell. Greens has a clean to the touch feeling. Chalk corn has very dry feel, leaves a little marks on the fingers. It has very dry smell, if you will. I have no idea who would be brave enough on this planet to try this dish. Maybe on some other planet, maybe some aliens are watching this video right now and they're like, man, that looks good. He cooked it for 15 minutes. Be checking the toughness. His buddy is looking and he's like, nah, 15 minutes, that's not long enough. It's probably tough. So write me in the comments what type machine eating alien would be interested in this dish. And let me know if you want me to cook something else for you. I don't always cook angle grinders, but when I do, I prefer lobster style. Stay interested, my friends. An angle grinder is cooked. I definitely had an interesting experience. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, ask below. If you have comments, I want to know. If there is anything that you want me to cook, I'm going to do my best. Also, please write it down. I'm going to read it. If there is something that I can cook for you, I'm going to definitely cook it. So again, please subscribe. Thanks for watching and hit that like button. Actually, smash that like button. Make sure you do that. You still here? It's over. Go watch another video. Go.